Tasteless! Artosis! It's time! Whoa! Man, these games have been pretty good today. And I have to say, it was a very short little break. Only had time to go.
I am so glad it was so short.
Because we're going to get to see these next games, which are going to be so good. PVZ, we're going to have LosirA against Slayers Alicia. LosirA, a member of the team IM, Incredible Miracles. I think most people would agree that IM is
the best team.
The best team.
Slayers won, but let's count championships.
Yeah, they produce like the most results.
Yeah,
so.
they produce like sick players. I think Slayers is going to be in that same exact boat, though.
I think Slayers is rapidly
in fact,
improving.
We have their two best rookies here, in my opinion. We have LosirA, this godly Zerg that has just been
He's
not
so
losing.
Up and coming, too.
Yes.
Kind of
he's actually been good. I swear to God, you back to Season 1, all I was talking about during the TO LosirA game is how good LosirA was. This was Season 1 in September, so he is sickly good.
And a lot of these results, unlike some of our previous ones, are quite recent. Look at these people he's taken out. Huck, Bonbons, Trickster.
And Legal Mind.
Legal Mind, how did he do it?
I have no idea. Maybe he played with a foot.
Forgot to bring his monitor when he played that game.
It was fine. He's like, what map are we on? So he just attack moves around it in a circle. All right, so LosirA is like this sick new Zerg. Not at all the same styles Nesty, but he's on the same team. So anytime you're on the same team as a player like Nesty, you're going to learn so much.
And of course, here's his opponent.
Yeah, this is my favorite Protoss for Protoss vs. Terran.
Yeah.
Absolutely unfathomably good at that. And he's 5-0 against Zerg. Look at that. Junwi, LosirA, Nesty, Xenia. What? I understand the Junwi ones, but what about those other three?
Yeah, LosirA, Nesty, and Xenia.
Those are basically three of the best Zergs in the world.
Yeah, those are like Tier 1 Zergs.
We have like Tier S Zergs and Tier 1 Zergs.
Now, do you actually think LosirA can beat
Yes.
him in this case? Because I would honestly have to go with Alicia in
Let
this
me
case.
give exactly what I think is going to happen here. The build we saw from LosirA, the Infestor build, was borderline genius, and then it fell apart suddenly against genius. But basically, I think he's going to have refined that since then. And I think we're going to see some revolutionary play from LosirA. I'm counting on it. I think he can take out Alicia with it, but Alicia, I love both these players, actually.
Well, they're very good. Their styles are very unique, which shows a lot of character. Our map will be Terminus
I give 3 fingers for replay pack from either of these players.
All right. I'll get right on that, Artos, but I want those fingers, all right?
It's fine.
All right.
I can choose which ones they are.
Okay. All right, head-to-head, LosirA against Slayers Alicia, 2 top-level players. Only one, though, will move on to the final 8. It's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss on a very big open map. Terminus Re, head-to-head here, casted by Tastes and Artosis. Tastosis, romancing over these awesome games here at the GSL.
IMLosirA versus Slayers Alicia.
My voice faltered there a little bit at the end of that GSL. All right, over here in the red, at the north, we have an up-and-coming Zerg player. This guy's been taking out a ton of worthy opponents.
IMLosirA.
See, he's good at everything. He's good at that video, too.
He is. He's good at everything.
He's good, you know? Ask this guy to dunk the basketball, no problem. Ask him to do it Nickelodeon Moon Shoes, no problem.
Yeah, he's fine with it.
Down here in the south, the man crush of Artosis. And I think easily one of the best new Protosses out there. So we have these 2 young blood players.
Slayers Alicia.
Now, Alicia not quite as good at that.
No, not quite. I'll give that to you. But again, his best is PVT, not PVG.
Yeah.
You like that?
Do you know GSL? Alicia, did you know?
Yeah. I know GSL. I'm here right now.
Is that what
I'm here, Itai. All right, so LosirA, I feel like this is the one map that we probably won't see Infestor play on. This is such an awesome map for Muta. Well, it's a brilliant map for Muta. It's so stretched out, so far away, that you can force base trades extremely easily. you can just expand all over the place to different locations, and your opponent's going to be so immobilized by your mutas flying around, it becomes a very hard position for the Protoss player. So I would like to see mutas out of it. He might do some revolutionary infestor play like I've been talking about and waiting for so eagerly, but I love this map for Mutalisks. I think it's a great choice.
No, I like this map, Artosis, because it has the Automaton 2000 on there, which is actually a distant cousin of the Tasteless spot. Blizzard actually made a Tasteless spot and an Artosis spot.
Blizzard's so awesome, man.
I want to give them a big hug.
I want to give them a sloppy kiss. Get you and your hugs.
We need to have new maps with the Tasteless and Artosis spots out there, and if you kill them, then you lose. And they should be wearing shirts from thehandsomernerd.com.
They shouldn't.
They should be. They probably wear small when those bots are pretty small. You know, they look like little moving dreidels.
They do,
automatons.
actually.
One thing about the Automaton 2000, you know, it is an autonomous unit. Right?
Yeah, that's one thing. What's
Come on, work with me, Artosis, man. The joke's got legs, man. We can make this work. God damn it, Artosis. All right.
It's also an automatic unit.
Yes. All right. So, interestingly enough, IMLosirA, excuse me, not IMLosirA, Alicia is not going to go for the same kind of fast expand we've seen a lot of other Protoss players go for, which is Forge first.
This guy
and it looks like, is he going to go for 3 warp gate or 4 warp gate?
I think he's going to go 3 warp gate expand.
I think so, too.
What I'm really interested in, though, is the follow-up to that. What's he going to do from there?
We've seen a lot of really good Zergs mass up Roach Ling, and they can actually just run your expansion over with this build. If you're a player like me, and what I've been doing lately, although in the past week or so I haven't been able to play much StarCraft 2, I like to get a Stargate and get a Void Ray and a Phoenix out and try to abuse them if they take additional expansions. But with this mass Roach Ling play, you know, my Phoenix and Void Ray aren't actually that useful.
Yeah, you
really
really
run me over when my Void Ray is like, ooh.
You have to be on top of your force fields plus your Void Ray targeting. I don't think we'll see IMLosirA do that here, but he is making a Roach Horn, so it's a possibility. But I feel like this map is just so long that it's going to take a lot of the strength out of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. And once again, this probe going to try to get back up the ramp, I assume. What, are you just going to quit? Oh,
he's going to lay down in the snow
and die. Lay down in the snow and die? Is that what you're going to do? Huh? So he's going to sit down somewhere and wait for mom and dad to find you? No, man. This is a grown-up game.
Yes. We have 4 drones on the way, so again, that points towards, I believe, IMLosirA not doing the Roach Ling build. Nexus is on the way. Speed about to finish now. IMLosirA really getting a good amount of drones. He's up to 34 against 29 probes at the moment.
All right, so over here at ramp number 3, we have some sentries. To the right, the barrels from Area 51, the arcade game. Do not shoot those. You know why those aliens were so bad in Area 51 is because they attacked one at a time. You know?
Well, that
like
just tells us they aren't Zergs. They must be Protoss.
They were all, they had terrible organizational skill, okay? I mean, guys, listen. Ooh. There are some bad guys in our base, and you know what? There's 3 blue guys running around that don't actually kill us, and they end up getting shot most of the time and killing them, so we got to do this. All right, go on.
Right now we do have the Roach Ling attack coming. Tasteless.
So
Hallucination is on the way. He has no cannons. He does have a forge up. As units are in the middle of the map, this could turn out terribly.
Ooh, bad force fields there.
Yeah, using 2 force fields already is not a good thing.
Interception. That's going to force all the force fields
right there. But he's using a lot of energy right now, and with these Roaches coming in, more Zerglings on the way, 18 Zerglings, 20 Zerglings on the way right now, Tasteless. I don't know if he can actually hold this off. We're going to have to see. He needs a lot of energy here. Warping in a cannon now. He has 3 extra Stalkers. Can he hold this new
I don't think he can actually hold this. Well, he did do a good job there.
That was nice force fields. And killing that pylon's beautiful because the photon cannon will not be powered. Hard position here for Alicia.
He's gotten in there. The length.
Good force fields. Holy crap, good force fields. The Roaches just dangling around on the outside, but the energy is almost gone for everything.
The cannon's gone, but he did get a nice box in here.
Most unbelievable force fields I've ever seen.
Yeah, talk about, I
cannot believe he's alive.
Force fields. The Lynx come in here, though, and here's the problem is that there were too many force fields spent, even though they were all done beautifully.
Yeah.
You know, he can keep streaming units in here. A lot of probes have been killed.
Yeah. That is the problem, Tasteless. And even though he has held off the rush, He has
What's the
lost
energy
so many
like over here on
probes.
the sentries? Can you please check?
It's pretty low, man. It looks like he
those?
has about 2 force fields right now.
Right now takes a third, too.
32 drones against 30 probes, so actually he still has a good amount of probes, and I can't believe he held that, and more links are on the way. But a third base has gone up for LosirA, and no actual ground has been gained by Alicia. That's the problem, because during that attack, his opponent, LosirA, got his layer going, got an evolution chamber going, got a hatchery up. And
okay,
so,
smart move to get away.
So even though they have similar economies for a little bit, LosirA made other gains during that time. So right now, Alicia is in a very tough spot. He has nothing that even tells us that he has any chance of making an attack anytime soon. Ouch.
Well, he's going to open up these rocks over here because that way he can get to the third base. I got to say, man, those force fields are actually pretty insane.
I could not actually. He controlled the battle in ways that I never thought it could be controlled.
Yeah.
He would have died if he had not done those force fields exactly as he had done them.
Yeah, had he missed 1 or 2 of those, the game would have ended.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just unbelievably good. All right, he actually just made a fake Void Ray with his hallucination. I wonder if that's to scare his opponent.
It may be. It may make the opposing player make a lot of queens.
But he did attack the Overlord and did no damage. LosirA should know this is hallucination.
Well, I believe if you're attacked by a hallucinate unit, it still says your forces are under attack, right?
In fact, he's making a Spore Crawler and a Hydralisk Den right now, so he never checked the Overlord, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an understandable thing. You just hear that sound and you're like, oh, crap.
Well, that would make sense to avoid Ray is something players will get when they're scared of roaches.
Not really be attacking any of those.
Twilight Council on the way, Immortal on the way, more gates on the way as well, +1. I wonder if he won't just hit a timing attack here because he is falling further and further behind. 102 supply against 82 right now, 65 drones against 44 probes. 3 base LosirA looking good.
Another fake.
By the way, LosirA has an extra queen just laying creep tumors right now because he's a sick baller.
He is kind of a badass.
He's got 2 extra queens laying creep tumors right now because he's actually that good. The more queens you have laying creep tumors, the more awesome I think you are. Until we get to like 7, and then I'm like, 7, dude. No, 6 is where it's at.
And then you're just like transfusing Broodlords. But the more creep he gets on the map, while Alicia is essentially in a defensive posture here.
He's going to take over the whole map, Tasteless. And out comes Alicia. He has got one Immortal coming.
He's debating making a hatchery here. This might be bad if Alicia tries to poke in here.
I don't think he will because
I don't think he will
his Observer's on top of Hydra Ling. If you attack Hydra Ling with that army, I mean...
Well, the Immortal's not going to be very helpful here.
No, it's not. You said right, Jesus. And, well, another base going up for LosirA as Alicia goes around and cleans out Lings. Alicia is taking another base, but it's 94 supply to 150. LosirA is, like, in such a good position.
Yeah, well, that was a brilliant rush you did there.
Oh, certainly. That rush is so strong. We didn't talk about that rush for a while. It's about time we did it.
All right, some links come in here. They will take out a Sentry and a Zealot. No, they actually didn't kill anything. He would ideally want to do.
Hatch. No.
He would ideally want him to cancel that hatch and he'd run out of here. And it looks like we're going to have an interception over here.
He's going to have to make a huge force field while I get home. Look at these force fields. Hi, my name is Alicia, and they don't even overlap.
He's actually going to go around up to the hatchery. But you know what? Alicia might actually have dug himself in a hole, painted himself into a corner, if you will.
He's going to try his best to knock through these roaches, but Immortal's targeting Lings. Too many units coming out. Losing so many force fielders.
And that might make it impossible for the Protoss to hold up a counterattack. Yeah. Lings come around. And nobody gets out of here alive.
Except for those 2 stalkers that run away.
All right. Oh, that was terrible. We got to tell these stalker friends of ours about that. Oh, no. All right. Well, they're going to loop around. Probably try to take out these rocks. Yep. And go down here. And this will probably be the nail in the coffin.
I would say so.
As they'll be down such a considerable amount.
He's actually going to attack 2 different areas at once. Pull those Lings back. And here he goes. Gets into position. Hydra's on the high ground.
More Lings coming in here. He's blinking, but there's really no good direction to blink, as you're going to run into all sorts of units on either side.
He's actually targeting that Nexus, and LosirA